Stop begging them. Stop begging them to come back. Stop begging them to start dating you again. Stop begging them, okay? So I had met this guy today, okay? And it was a Lyft driver who was phenomenal, okay? So dope. His energy was amazing. And me and him start conversing like I normally do with, the Lyft drivers and the Uber drivers. Because, honey, I was a Uber and a Lyft driver once upon a time. Okay. But Universe was like, you know what, Dina, you outgrown that. Okay. Getting to the point. So, anywho, so me and him had started talking and, he was asking me about my laundry. Okay. So I do laundry every 2 weeks. And when I do laundry, I make sure I wash everything. Everything. The linens, the rug, honey, I would wash the whole house if I could. Okay. But anywho, so me and him started talking and he started asking me about my children, how many children I have and things of that nature. And then afterwards he started telling me, no, I asked him, I said, so how many children you have? And he told me he had two. And he said that he's been with his partner, his wife, for 27 years. And all of a sudden, she just decided to leave him. Okay. One of the things that you have to understand, and this is something that I had to understand, honey, I was watching those shows, Radio Silence and everything like that. I think it's Love Advice or something like that. Love Advice TV or something like that on YouTube. Okay. And they tell you what to do and stuff like that, radio silence and all this other stuff. This is what you have to understand. Once you start putting that person on a pedestal or making them the center of your attention, making them feel like they the celebrity of your movie, because this is your movie, honey, don't get it twisted. Once you start making them feel like, they are more important than you are, oftentimes they may take you for granted. Okay. And if you've been with somebody, it doesn't matter how long y'all been together, but if you was in a relationship with this person and this person decide to leave you, the worst thing you can do is start festering and saying, listen, confessing, oh, listen, I love you so much. Please come back to me. We was together for so long and all this other stuff. Now, I know, it seems like logical, right? The right thing to do to constantly tell them that, you love them and, whatever it is. Some people will even go as far as saying that they can't live without the other person. If y'all had arguments and fights and stuff while y'all was in that relationship, sometimes being apart, sometimes there can be a good step, okay? Also, what you have to understand is, say for instance, if you and a person broke up, okay, and one of their complaints was that, you hot-headed, you always want to argue with them. You overprotective, like all these different issues, they done brought it to your attention. Now, during a period where as though y'all are not dating or, y'all done split, whenever they call you, your life should go on. Okay, don't stop your life because this person had decided to leave you. Okay, now I know in the beginning, sometimes we start asking these questions: how could they really have loved me if they just left me? Or another question we may ask ourselves, well, maybe they really didn't. We start coming up with these conclusions. Maybe they really didn't have feelings for me if it was so easy for them to leave. Okay. You have to still enjoy your life. And the reason being is because they are. I remember once upon a time when I was going through this divorce, right, with my ex-husband. And we only was married for a short period of time, honey. The relationship, it moved so quick. And I remember one day I called my grandmother, who was, so wise. And I was on the phone with my grandmother, and I'm up there crying. And my grandmother always knew the thing to say, okay? And one of the things she said was, "Why are you up here crying? He ain't okay." Same exact thing. If it seems like your life stopped because the person left you, why would that person want to come back to you? Because now it feels like that you are looking for them to make you happy. Now it feels like you are putting so much pressure on them. But once you start making yourself happy, learn to make yourself happy. Happiness is a choice, by the way. Once you start taking yourself out, so this is one of the things that I told the guy. Okay, I told him, I said, take yourself out. And then I recommended their channel, Love Advice TV or something like that. I recommended their channel. And I told him, I said, don't be calling your ex wife. I mean, they still married. But I said, don't be calling her and telling her, confess, oh, well, I love you and I can't live without you. And he said he been doing that. We all did it, okay? We all have done that, okay? But that really didn't help it, okay? Because that makes the person take even longer to come back, all right? So I hope you guys got something from this. I love you guys. Make sure you're rocking out and believing in yourself. Peace.